Hello everybody, I'm Sophia and welcome to my channel. So in this video I'll be doing a reading about people's past and also like the future, so kind of where you've come from, how you can kind of look after yourself and what's in store for you in the future. So stay tuned. So how I'll do this reading, I'm going to shuffle cards into pile 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to shuffle it in front of the camera. So I've got my my cards here. I'm gonna be using 3 different decks today for this particular reading, and I'll be doing more of these readings, and each video will be basically focus on something else. So next time I might do a relationship reading, then your past life, then maybe what kind of children you will have, you know, about your future husband, or what kind of person your husband is, or so lots of different videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, and while I'm doing this, you can either fast forward this if you don't want to see this, like I'll be doing groups number 1, 2 and 3. So what's the message for people who will choose group number 1? Group number 1. What's the message for people from group number 1? What's the past and what's the future? Past and future of people in group number 1. All right. That was for group number 1. Let me get this other deck. So same thing for people for group number 1. These are the self-care cards. So what kind of self-care do people... Oh, there was one that went flying. What do people in group number 1 need to hear? So we've got 3 cards already for that. And we just want 1 card, or as many as come through, about people in group number 1. What's the past? What's the future? Who are they as a person? What are they like? Okay. So I've got my cards for people in group number 1. This is your deck. Now I'm going to do the same thing for group number 2. So people in group number 2, what are they like? What's their past? What's their future? What do they need to know? For people who will choose group number 2, what's the message for people in group number 2? Group number 2, what do they need to know? What's their past? People group number 2. The last deck for group number 2. Alright, I was drawn for 2 cards. Alright, lastly for group number 3. Group number 3, what do they need to know? What's the past? What's the future? Group number 3, what do they need to know? What's the past? What's the future? People in group number 3. And lastly, the last deck for people in group number 3. What do they need to know? And already as I'm shuffling these cards, you might have already been drawn to a particular deck of cards. So this is group number 1. So that's 1, number 2, number 3. So take a moment if you haven't already been drawn to a particular number or group of cards. So close your eyes if you have to, and ask your higher self, ask your spirit guides, which group is you, which one should you choose, what's the message, in which of these piles is the message for you in particular. So once again, group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. All right, I'm going to get started with group number 1. So group number 1, what have we got? Okay. Let me have a look. All right, people in group number 1, I feel there's been a multiple cards that came through that kind of suggest the same thing. So we've got the Choose Wisely card. We've got New Beginning. We've got Shadow, Partnership and Alliance, Goals, Creativity, Support. We've got 9 of Autumn and 10 of Autumn. So one has a cat, one has a dog. All right, so for people who chose group number 1, I'm feeling that there have been times where you had to start over. Like things have just, you were building something, I feel, and it was all ruined. You know, there was someone in your life who kind of ruined things for you, or they were too toxic. So you had to decide whether you were going to stay with that person, even though they were toxic, or go your own way. So I feel you lost a lot of things in your life, whether in personal life, business. First I kind of saw business, like it was, I mean, these multiple people chose group number 1, so there'll be different messages for people in group number 1. But I feel you at some point had to make a big sacrifice, you know, and you lost a lot of things on the way. So you had to choose that, and then you had to start over from the beginning. So you had to, you know, start from scratch, whether you moved countries and had to start it again, or moved houses, moved towns, or had to start a brand new business, or went back to school. So you had to start from the beginning. I see, you know, baby steps. You had to keep, like, you had to keep doing, building on top of whatever you lost, and you had to like start from fresh and then building on top of that. So, you know, I feel that you had there was a lot of work that you had to do. And it was, you know, it took a while. It wasn't a quick change. I feel it was quite a long process to kind of rebuild whatever you lost. With the Shadow card, I feel that, you know, you have a lot of self-doubt. Like you don't trust yourself, you know, there's always, you know, even if you are successful, you still think about the past, you know, the things that, you know, you lost, rather than looking at what you have now, which kind of, I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people do that, but I'm feeling that you need to let go of that. You know, the past was really difficult, and, you know, I do acknowledge that it was really hard. But it's holding you back at the present moment. So you have to let go of that, you know, and if you're struggling, let someone help you. Just because someone in the past has hurt you and wasn't a great partner, whether, you know, in a love relationship or in a business, or, you know, a friend that let you down, stabbed you in the back, you know, you might have trust issues with people, and you want to do everything on your own because you had to rebuild everything on your own. But I feel that, you know, you're called to talk to people, to reach out if you need to, because at the moment I feel that you have people around you who are willing to help, you know, who are good for you, who won't let you down. So let go of those blocks that you had from your past, you know, focus on your goals, you know, if you've already started a goal, keep going with it, you know, stay with it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't, you know, think about it going wrong. You know, you've built those steps, you got to where you are now. Keep going. It won't turn out badly. I feel this is really positive. Like it will be successful. Whatever you're working on, it will be fine. You just have to relax and stop thinking about it so much. You know, we've got the creativity and the support card. So once again, with the support, as well as it's got the partnership and alliance, you know, let other people help you. And if you're struggling, ask for support. You know, it's not weak. You know, I feel in the past you did things that were a lot harder and you did it on your own. So now you're thinking, well, if I did that, you know, why can't I handle this? And, you know, it's okay to to reach out to people. Yes, you did things that were harder, but sometimes, you know, you don't always have that, you know, you might be really exhausted, you know, more exhausted than you were before. So it's okay to ask for help. And with the creativity, I feel, you know, there is no right or wrong way to go about it. You know, with this, I feel it's more about like the way you're thinking. You know, things are not very black and white. There's a lot of in between, and you have to like relax and just not think about, you know, either this business will be really successful or it's gonna like fail and I have to shut it down, or whether it's a relationship, you know, either this person is the one I'm going to marry and have kids with, or I'm gonna have to dump him right now. You know, stay with it, be creative about it. Like, don't, you know, that's what I'm getting. Like, don't make one or the other. Like, it's good for you at the moment. So think about that. Okay, with the last two cards, so we got the Nine of Autumn, which is a ragdoll cat, and the Golden Retriever dog. So this card has a little message. I'll read it out for you so you guys can see what it says, as you can't really see the cards properly. Your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. Wow, that's basically what I've been saying. You know, I've been feeling like business things, and this is actually talking about business. And you know, this ragdoll cat, it's very lonely. Like, it, you know, you can see it sitting on the couch. It's kind of okay, but you know, it doesn't let people in. Let people into your life, you know. You don't have to be alone all the time. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to trust people. You know, don't think about just the bad experiences that you've had. You know, and the other, before I even read the card, on the second card, we see this really cute family of dogs, you know. So basically, I feel once you let the people into your life, you know, your friendships are going to build. You know, it's going to be very happy. You know, your life will be much more colorful. There'll be so much joy and fun coming out of it. But I'll read what it says. When I read for people, I don't read the bottom, but yeah, in this, I feel like, you know, you guys might be curious what it says on the bottom here. So it says, contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. But as I said earlier, for this card, I feel, you know, be happy with what you've already achieved. You know, we had the new beginning. I feel like you've already done that. You know, be proud of how far you have come since then. But I feel you need to let people in, so you can have more friendships and it can be more, you know, colorful, a brighter future for you. Yeah, so let me know how that resonated with you. That's what I was picking up on. So this was for group number 1, and yeah, I'll move on to group number 2. All right, group number 2, let's see what came through for you. So let me have a look. Okay. So I see, okay, I'm gonna, again, like I did with the other group, show you the cards one by one so you can see, as you can't really see them here on the table. So you got the transformation card, number 13. You've got the disruption, spiritual strength, harmony, connection, faith. You got the Queen of Winter, and you've got the Sun. So for this group, so people who chose group number 2, wow, I see a lot of growth that you had to go through. You know, there were a lot of things in your life that made you change, and not just once. You know, I feel there were so many bumps in the road in the past for you that, you know, but it made you a lot stronger now. So first we have the transformation and the disruption card. These are both the black cards, the major arcana cards. So I feel, you know, there were a lot of things that were going wrong in your life that kept, you know, blocking your chakras, that kept, you know, kind of attacking you in the way. They weren't letting you move forward, you know. Every time you try to move forward, you hit, you know, you basically hit another wall, you know, another dead end. So you had to start over and over. And, you know, the transformation card came before the disruption. So you had to do some changes, make some changes in your life. You tried to start over, made a transformation, but then once again, something went wrong again, you know, and that's a lot to go through. And it's interesting because this card is number 13 and this card is number 16, and they were next to each other. And for me personally, both of these numbers are very meaningful. You know, they're my two favorite numbers, 13 and 16, for personal reasons. So that's interesting that people in group number 2 chose that. Oh, wow. Then the next number is 9 and 6. Another really good meaningful numbers. I was born on the 16th of September. 16 and next to it is 9. 16th of September. Wow. So people in group number 2, you're a lot like me, you know, probably very spiritual, very, you know, went through a lot of things in their past, and, you know, it allowed you to grow and, you know, get out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm feeling, you know. You guys are a lot similar like me in some way. So yeah, back to the cards. So we've got the spiritual strength. So whatever disruptions were going your way all the time, you know, it allowed you to grow, and, you know, you kind of became a lot more, you know, it's kind of cliche to say stronger, but yeah, you became stronger, but very, you know, not stronger as in, you know, you knew exactly when you met a toxic person, you know, it's like, oh yeah, he's toxic, oh, this is a good person. Like, you didn't know exactly still, you know, what was good, what was bad for you, but I feel like you were a lot more mature about the situation. So if things went wrong, you know, you kind of were like, okay, this is where I am, how do I move forward? You were a lot more mature, like you were a lot more prepared for it in a way, which is really sad that you had to be prepared for that, but that's what I'm feeling, that's what's coming through, that's what I'm connecting to. Then we got the harmony card and the connection and faith. So I feel like at the present moment, you're kind of not in a very good place, but perhaps you have good support around you, you know, someone in your life who is keeping you sane, who's keeping you safe, you know, a good friend, a partner, a counselor, you know, a parent. I feel there is someone around you who, you know, didn't fix the issue, didn't fix your past, but kind of made you feel a lot more safe at the moment. You know, you're not all over the place right now. Stay with that person, you know, stay connected to people, because being alone is the worst thing you can do. So stay with them, you know, stay connected, go out, you know, go out to dinners, go meet new people, have fun, join an art class, you know, go to the library and talk to people there. I feel you need to be around people, but then don't overdo it, because I feel you pick up on other people's energy as well, like you're an empath. So I feel like you need to connect, but don't do it too much, or be prepared that, you know, it might be a bit overwhelming. So take it easy. We've got the faith. So, you know, hold on to the fact that, you know, hold on to the hope that things will get better for you, because they are being better. I feel like, you know, even if there are gonna be bumps in the road now, you won't be back to where you were back then. You know, you maybe take a few steps back, but you're gonna take a lot more steps forward. So even if things go wrong, you know, you are a lot stronger than you were before. And, you know, I just feel I just feel like really positive about your future. You know, you still got a long way to go, but you're not too far off it at the same time, if that makes sense. So hold on to that faith that things will be okay. So then we've got the Queen of Winter and the Sun. Beautiful. So before I even read what the card says, Queen of Winter, you know, you've kind of, I feel you've mastered at being, you know, hurt and broken in a way. Like, you know what it's like to be there, and you've already learned all the lessons that you had to learn, and it allowed you to grow. So now if someone's struggling, you basically know what they're going through because you've been there, you know. I feel like you're going to help people later on at some point. You know, Queen of Winter, like, you know, the winter has been really dark and cold, but you managed to get out of that. You know, you're a winner, you got through that. And then that card is followed by the Sun, but I'll get into that later after this card. So it's the Leopard card. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and these arrange from people who create more drama than happiness. You know, so if people, you know, don't make you happy anymore, you know, get rid of them. Yeah, if things that remind you of bad times, you know, get rid of them, donate them, sell them, do a garage sale. But what I feel from this card, more than the actual message on the bottom, is, you know, you know what it's like to be on the bottom, and, you know, you won't go back there again. You know, as I said earlier, I feel like there will be bumps in the road, but you'll never be at that bottom because you have so much more knowledge now than you did before, and so much more self-awareness about yourself and other people as well. The Sun card, beautiful. It's the last card in your reading, and it's very beautiful. You know, the future is going to be okay. You know, we've also got the Faith card, as I said earlier. You know, hold on to that faith that things will be okay in the end. You know, your future looks bright. There'll be no more winter. There'll be sun. It'll be shining. It'll be beautiful. Oh, I feel really excited right now. But let me read what the card says in case you were wondering. So it says, your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll gather the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. So, you know, you'll be rewarded. Things are going to be okay. You know, it's beautiful. I'm very excited for you guys. So let me know how this reading resonated for people who chose group number 2. And I'll move on to group number 3. Okay, moving on to group number 3. So people who selected pile number 3, this is for you. So let's get started and let's see what we've got. Wow, 2 of the cards are the same from 2 different decks. I can see that already. That's a very strong message for you guys. Alright, so I'm going to start showing you all of the cards as I have done before. So the first is accelerated motion. Then we've got the Rest card, victory and success, triumph. Yep, as before, rejuvenation card. So that's the Rest and rejuvenate. So you guys got that twice. Then you've got the Dance card. And 2 of Autumn. Okay, let's get started and let me explain what all of these are and what I'm getting for group number 3. Okay, so I feel that things are really chaotic in your life, or have been really chaotic in the past. You know, things just got moving really quickly. I feel like you've been feeling kind of stuck, and then things were just going too fast. You know, a lot has happened and made you feel really stressed out. You know, so you had to kind of step back from the situation because it was all just chaotic. I feel, you know, I feel like racing heart as I'm talking about it. And then you had to like step back and even isolate yourself for a little bit and like quit. I was just getting a message that my phone was dying. The camera was dying. So then I got, you know, you had to step away and rest. You know, you had to quit a few things. You had to go away to relax, to just be away from all the drama at some point. You know, you just had to get away from the chaos is what I'm feeling. And that really helped because then you've got the victory and success and triumph cards. So, you know, it really helped you to be away from that drama, and it really helped you to feel energized. You know, you went back out there, you know, you felt like you went on top again, you know, like on top of everything, like you could manage your personal life, your job, you know, your friendships. You were just rested, you know, it was really good. But I feel like, you know, this is kind of where you are at the moment. You're again going back to that toxic place where you're just stressing too much and doing too many things at once, and you can't handle it. You know, your body physically and mentally can't do so many things. Slow down. You know, that's what I'm feeling. You need to slow down and rest a little bit, you know. Quit a few things that you can't manage, you know, rather than quitting altogether like you had to in the past to regain some sanity. I feel like that, you know, you need to take it easy, is kind of what I'm getting, and you need to rest. You know, you have to kind of, yeah, put a pause or just slow down, not so much like quit altogether, and make sure you're getting a lot of sleep as well, you know, like having a good night's sleep is so important, you know. Go to bed early and get up early, you know. I hope that, like, you know, I really feel like you need to feel energized, you know, eat good food, have plenty of sleep, you know. I just feel like I don't know, I feel really drained talking about it. You know, you really need to get that sorted. You need to slow down and look after your body, look after your health, both physical and mental health is what I'm feeling, you know. And once you slow down, you know, it's going to become graceful, you know. We see this dance car with the ballerina and the swan, you know, and I feel that once you slow down, you know, you'll still keep on dancing, but rather than doing a really fast, you know, dance, you'll be just doing it gracefully. Life will be graceful. It will all make sense. It will all fall into each other. You know, it will have a nice flow to it, but you need to slow down in order to be able to, you know, go slowly with the tune rather than, you know, just be all over the place, chaotic. And the last card you guys got is 2 of Autumn with this cat. And, you know, we see the cat and 2 of the yarns. You know, I feel like you need to kind of, yeah, I feel like you need to find some balance in your life is what I'm feeling from this card, you know. Decide what's important, what's not, and try and find some nice way to balance your life. Like this, the same message is coming through all of these cards. You know, there's a nice energy here. It's telling us exactly what you need to hear. As I did with the other groups, I'm gonna read what it says on the bottom. So it says, you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. That's basically what I've been saying. It's amazing that this card came through at the end to basically summarize everything I've been trying to say. And I haven't even seen that card when I started explaining what I was getting. So, you know, group number 3, slow down, breathe, and find some balance into your life, and make sure you're looking after yourself and getting enough sleep. That's what I'm kind of getting. So let me know how this resonated for all of you, group number 1, 2, and 3. I would love to hear your feedback, whether it resonates or it doesn't. I'm open to feedback. Let me know. And yeah, also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, like in particular, what do you want me to focus on? Because I'll be doing a lot more videos now, so let me know what you're after. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Bye.